All right, let's talk about this Gervonta Tank Davis fight versus Leo Santa Cruz. Did you guys see that fight? That fight was pretty amazing. It was, it was fire. Oh, man. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about that vicious KO that Davis pulled out. I think it was in the 6th round that Davis got the knockout. But we're going to take a look into this fight and see what really happened in this fight and why Tank Davis was able to get that crucial KO. So first of all, let's just talk about how Leo Santa Cruz came into this fight and Gervonta Tank Davis. So Leo Santa Cruz, his record was 37-1-1 with no losses, and he had 19 KOs. So he's not a power puncher. Leo Santa Cruz is not a power puncher, right? Because he only had 19 KOs out of 37 victories. And Gervonta Tank Davis came into the fight with 23 victories, 0 losses, and he had 22 of those 23 victories by KO. So by those numbers, we could say that Gervonta is a power puncher. He's a knockout fighter. And Leo Santa Cruz is not a power puncher, right? So that was an advantage that Gervonta had going into this fight. And then Leo Santa Cruz, he also was the champion at 130 pounds. And this fight was at 135 pounds, where Gervonta Tank Davis is the champion. So now you got Leo Santa Cruz, who was not a power puncher, according to his KOs and his wins. And he's going up in weight class to fight somebody who has 22 of 23 victories by KO. So they're definitely a power puncher. Perfect punch right in the button, says in the chat, Sean Duffy. Yeah, or Doherty. I can't see the whole name. Doughty, Sean Doughty. You right, Sean. Yeah, that was, oh man, it was so perfect. And so I'm trying to tell everybody that going into this fight, I felt that it was somewhat of a safe fight for Gervonta Davis because he's a power puncher. He's going against somebody that wasn't a power puncher, and he's going against somebody that fights at a lower weight class. It's only 5 pounds, but it does matter. It does matter. So I felt it was a smart decision for Gervonta Davis's camp to have him fight Leo Santa Cruz because he has an amazing record. But strategically, I felt it was a safe fight and a good way to build up his stats and to see if he's really pay-per-view worthy. And let's talk about how Gervonta won that fight. So if you seen in that power looked real tonight. Oh, yeah. You right, Sean. Sean, that power was on point. Same thing I said about Bar God, and we saw how that ended. I didn't even see that, so I'm gonna have to watch that. I didn't see it. All right, so I felt in the first round. Let's go round by round. First round, I thought it was even. I couldn't even pick a winner. I couldn't tell who was winning the fight at that time. They both were filling each other out. And I think in the fight, Leo Santa Cruz, he threw his most jabs in that first round. Then he got lost. He got 30'd. Oh, I got to talk to my folks about that. I was watching the fight, so and I was doing the Halloween stuff with the kids, so I missed it. So I'm going to have to backtrack it. I'm going to have to catch that out. I got a couple ways I can still watch it. So I'm going to see if you're right Balls. I'm gonna see if you right. Pause, huh? I'm just gonna have to call you Deep. I can't even say your whole YouTube name. Just call him Deep. He choked. What? Danny choked? Oh, I gotta see that for real. For real. But so check this out. In the first round, it seemed even. It seemed like Leo Santa Cruz, he had a good game plan, throwing his jabs out there. Bam. I thought that was even. Second round, it was, I thought Leo actually won the second round. There was a point in the second round where Leo Santa Cruz, he had Davis up against the ropes and he threw a flurry, threw a combination, maybe about 5 punches. And I was like, oh, he probably won the round just off of that. But then in between rounds, they showed the replay and I don't think any of those punches landed. So if somebody said Davis won the second round, I would agree. Third round, Davis started landing some power punches, and it was noticeable that Davis had the more powerful punishing punches, and Leo Santa Cruz, he had the more, they were kind of like stiff. I wouldn't say they were weak punches, but they weren't as powerful as Gervonta Davis is. I'm gonna get to the Danny. Sean, I'm about to holler at you about the Danny. Let me get through this fight real quick, and we're gonna talk about that for sure. So then, in the fourth round, I like the fourth round. Both of them, they said we going to the body. They started investing in the bank. They said we gonna invest in this, in the body. So neither one of y'all. So Davis was like, Leo, you're not gonna be able to last. And Santa Cruz was like, if you come to the later rounds, you're not going to be able to hang, because they was both going to the body. But Davis invested a little more. He was putting more power behind his body punches, and he threw more of them. So then in the fifth round, they both were kind of landing. Like Davis was putting pressure. He wasn't letting Santa Cruz get too comfortable. Like he was staying in the pocket. Like that's what Davis did. He wasn't really pressuring them by throwing a lot of punches, but he was pressuring them with his presence. It was like basketball, one-on-one defense, and you just all up in their grill where they can't dribble or nothing. Like he was so close to Santa Cruz that Santa Cruz had to throw punches. And from the first round to the end of the fight, you could see that Davis was planning to land a left hand uppercut. And there was a couple of times, I think it was in the first round and the second round, where he was throwing it when he shouldn't have. He was a little too out of the pocket, and he was still throwing it at Santa Cruz, because that's like one of the number one punches when you're a shorter fighter and you're fighting a taller fighter, is sometimes the taller fighter has a tendency to lean forward. And so one of the good counter punches is an uppercut. And Davis was setting that up. I think every round he probably threw about 4 of them. Shout out Calvin Johnson. Shout out my boy Sean in there. Shout out everybody in the chat. You know, let me know what y'all want to talk about. We're going to talk about Danny in a minute, man. I'm going to have to call him up. I might have to call him up and get him up on here. But so then in the 6th round, Davis was just in the pocket, and Santa Cruz was just trying to get him up off him. He was just like throwing a lot of combinations. You already know how Santa Cruz fights. He's a volume puncher. You know, I don't want to categorize people, but he's like from that Mexican background where they're just in your chest and they're throwing punches. And he was throwing a lot of punches, and he was taking punches. Like Santa Cruz ain't no joke, because Davis was hitting him with some solid punches. He hit him with the uppercut about 4 or 5 times. But then he had Santa Cruz on the ropes in the 6th round, and he timed it perfectly. I mean, it might have been knockout of the year. He hit him with that uppercut. He dodged, I think it was a jab or a right hand from Santa Cruz, and then he came back with that left hand uppercut, and it landed perfect. And he knocked him out, and Santa Cruz was laid out for probably like 5 minutes. Everybody was hoping that he was all right, and He got up maybe after about 5 minutes, but Gervonta Davis, that was a impressive win, but I mean, it wasn't the top tier that we want to see Gervonta Davis fight. But I'm not going to take away from him. He gets a lot of credit for the way he handled his first pay-per-view, and he handled it and came through with possibly a knockout of the year. But it just seemed like he needs to fight a top level or the elite fighters at 135. It's not impressive to beat somebody coming from 130, coming up to 35, and you beating them. If you the KO king at 135, I want to see you fight the other elite fighters at 135, right? Y'all feel me on that? How many of y'all think that was kind of like a safe fight for Gervonta? Hit me with a thumbs up in the comments if you think that was kind of like a safe fight. Yeah, see, Sean agreed with me. Yep. I want to see, who do we want to see Gervonta fight next? Like I heard somebody say Ryan Garcia. I would like that because at least he's a 135. Young Pop in the building. What up, folks? Hey, okay. Somebody was just in the chat telling me that Danny Myers got 30'd in the battle, man. What's up, Young Pop? Did you see it? Did that happen? Because I don't believe it. And he said Danny choked in the second round. Man, come on, bro. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. But who do you guys think Davis should fight next? I would actually... Oh, okay. Young Pop didn't see it either. Yeah, I was doing Halloween with the kids, and I missed that early stuff. I missed a lot of the fights. He stumbled. I don't know about choke. Okay, I feel you, Sean. All right. Yeah, because Danny get through his rounds. It's rare that he chokes. Even Haney, right. Lomachenko, right. I want to see him fight either Haney, Lomachenko, Ryan Garcia, or Teofimo. But I think Teofimo's going to move up, right? Mook with that 30 piece. Yeah, like I thought Mook was going to win that battle too, man. Mook's the GOAT to me in battle rap. Mook's the GOAT. You gotta really take out the GOAT. Lomo would be crazy. Yeah, Teofimo. Yeah. That's the one. I think they're probably gonna not do that fight right away. I think they're gonna do the Ryan Garcias and the Devin Haney's. And Devin Haney's up there. Devin Haney could hang with either one of them. For real. But I think Davis would probably handle Ryan Garcia. Well, I'm going to get up out of here, man. I just wanted to hit y'all up and give you that recap about that Davis fight. I was hyped up. You know what I'm saying? I want to see that. Now I'm hyped up for that Roy Jones and Mike Tyson. That's next on the list. Or what other fights we got coming up? Oh, Shakur Stevenson. Yeah, I forgot about him. Young Pop. Yeah, Shakur is right up there. I think he's above. I would like to see Shakur Stevenson versus Devin Haney. Like, that might be a cold one. Like, whoo, that's the one, man. All right, y'all have a safe holiday weekend, Halloween and all that. Be safe out there. I'll get with y'all next time, man. Y'all know I'm dropping these battle videos, dropping 1 or 2 a week, Saturdays and Sundays. Rock with your boy one time. Peace out.